In today's video, I'm going to teach you natural portrait retouching in Photoshop for a clean, professional look. We'll move through a simple, reliable workflow that keeps your subject looking like themselves while polishing the image for a professional finish. First, open your photo in Photoshop and make sure you're working on a high-resolution file for best results. Zoom in to examine the face, then zoom out periodically to keep perspective. The goal is enhancement, not transformation. Start by removing small blemishes using the spot healing brush or the patch tool. With the spot healing brush, choose a soft brush just slightly larger than the blemish and gently click or drag to let Photoshop blend it away. The patch tool works well on larger areas. Draw a loose selection around the problem spot and drag to a clean area with similar texture. Be selective, leave natural features like freckles and skin texture so the portrait doesn't look plastic. Next, brighten key areas with the dodge tool. Set the range to midtones and keep exposure low, around 5 to 10% for subtle control. Lightly brush over the whites of the eyes, the catchlights, and the teeth if needed. A few gentle passes can lift the face without creating a washed out look. To add depth, switch to the burn tool. Again, use a low exposure. Accentuate natural shadows along the cheekbones, under the jawline, around the nose, and in the hairline. This soft sculpting brings dimension back to the image and guides the viewer's eye. For smooth, even skin, duplicate your layer and apply a Gaussian blur. Increase the radius until pores and fine texture soften, then add a layer mask and invert it so the blur is hidden. Paint with a soft white brush on the mask to reveal the smoothing only on the skin, avoiding eyebrows, eyes, lips, and hair. Keep it light, just enough to reduce distractions while retaining natural texture. Now refine color. Use hue saturation or curves to achieve realistic tones. With hue saturation, gently adjust reds and yellows to tame redness or add warmth. With curves, create a slight S-curve for contrast, or nudge individual color channels to correct any color cast. Subtlety matters. Aim for healthy, believable skin. Finally, sharpen important details with the high pass filter. Duplicate your layer, apply high pass at a small radius, and change the blend mode to overlay or soft light. Mask this effect to the eyes, lashes, brows, lips, and a touch of hair for crispness where it counts. Review your before and after. If everything looks balanced and natural, you're done. Save your final image and you've completed a clean, professional retouch.